The Peoplemover, a ride that closed nearly 30 years ago, and yet here I am talking about it. We all know that it was initially replaced by the ill-fated rocket rods. After the ride closed, Imagineers began exploring potential new attractions to replace the Peoplemover / rocket rods, two of which I will be covering in today's video. In 2008, after the disappointing reimagining of Tomorrowland a decade prior, Disney began to explore potential new ways to restore the land to its former glory. While a full-scale new Tomorrowland never happened, some planned improvements would come to fruition, such as returning portions of the land to its original color scheme of whites and blues, updating the monorails, and revamping Star Tours. One of the first concepts to take over the abandoned track of the Peoplemover appears to use a Kuka arm ride system that would have jostled you around Tomorrowland. A similar ride system is used at Universal Studios for Harry Potter and the Forbidden Journey. The Peoplemover was a 16-minute ride traveling at 7 miles per hour. Harry Potter is a 4-minute ride and goes 23 miles per hour. Hypothetically, if this ride went the same speed as Harry Potter, it would be just under a 5-minute journey, 11 minutes shorter than the Peoplemover, and 2 minutes longer than rocket rods. While it's unknown how far this got into development, here's why it wouldn't really work. The ride system wouldn't have enough space. It might work well in the outdoor portions of track, however the indoor portions consist of tight, narrow tunnels, meaning the Kuka arms would not be able to move for long stretches of the ride. However, that was only one concept. The other would have seen riders board trains of futuristic bikes and race around Tomorrowland. This attraction would have been called the Rocket Bikes. While the ride is very similar to the rocket rods, it would have addressed one of the ride's main complaints, the ride constantly slowing down and speeding up. With rocket bikes, the track would have featured banked turns, eliminating the problem. It also appears that new sections of track would have been built near the Autopia and Submarine Voyage. Now, what other attraction does this remind you of? Tron Light Cycle Run, right? Well, it might surprise you to hear that most of the concept art I have shown you is the work of Imagineer Scott Drake, who oversaw the construction of Shanghai Disneyland's Tomorrowland. And what attraction debuted there? Maybe played as inspiration for the Tron roller coaster. It could have easily been reworked into a Tron ride for Disneyland. Just imagine for a second, walking around Tomorrowland and having light cycles shoot in and out of Tomorrowland's buildings. Now, if a clone of the current Tron roller coaster ever came to Anaheim, it would without a doubt see the removal of many current Tomorrowland attractions. A Tron Peoplemover would only add capacity to the park, not take any away. While these projects never saw the light of day, we can only hope that somewhere in Imagineering, there is a plan to revitalize Disneyland's Highway in the Sky. Maybe a new version of the Peoplemover, or maybe a new experience, but we'll just have to wait and see. I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, why not subscribe? Thank you very much for watching, and as always, have a great day.